In honor of our next award winner, here's another 2K TV interactive question. Which edition of our 2K TV award show are we celebrating this year?
Is it our 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th? Welcome to our 9th annual 2K TV Awards. Today, we're celebrating the amazing accomplishments from you.
Not only will players receive the title and prestige of being a 2K TV award winner,
we made this easy, but no matter how difficult or tricky the question, this year's 2K TV Interactive Wizard answered correctly. So congratulations, Radiant Bull 8965.
And finally, you voted, and now it's time to reveal who you chose.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A lot of sharp dressers coming off that Spurs bus as they arrived at the arena, pumped up and primed for action. Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the floor tonight. And the starting group for the Spurs. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Pelicans, Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Messi in at the center, locking down the middle. When it comes to teams that like pushing the break, Richard, look no further than these two teams in front of us.
I'm expecting a fun one here tonight, Kevin. Definitely not for the faint of heart. These teams love to get out and run.
Fox, no good. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Murray, no good. Here's Barnes. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Covered by Vassell. Rebounded by the Spurs. Now, let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Willie Green.
And I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David.
And this team encourages Zion to be assertive inside. They know how skilled and overpowering he can be.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Pass to Barnes. Over Williamson. Kept alive. The kick out to Barnes. Down low. Here's Fox. The pass to Wembanyama. 5 to shoot. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. The Spurs have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. From outside, off the mark. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Pass to Fox. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Hits it from three-point range.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Now here's Williamson. Can't hit that one. Good D by Barnes. Here's Vassell from down in the low post. It goes.
The defense was there, but Vassell stays calm and uses that length inside.
To the inside. Nisi can't finish the one-handed jam. Pass to Castle for Murray. Here's Wembanyama. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
Taking 2 shots.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pelicans.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Zion Williamson. And Jones subbed in for Trey Murphy. Now here's McCollum. Shot clock at 5. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. And the Spurs making a change here. Champagne's checked in. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Pelicans. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Lambo, he's checked in for the Spurs. Vassell comes in for Keldon Johnson. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter.
Spurs ball.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Champagnie. He's covered by Hawkins. And that one's good. Champagnie.
Taking full advantage of a gap in the mid-range coverage.
Alvarado finds Olynyk. Here's Hawkins.
2 minutes remaining.
And the Pelicans miss again.
2 minutes.
San Antonio with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Here's Vassell, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a strong move by Vassell. He plays with more power than I think you actually realize.
Pelicans trail by 4. There's 1:38 left in the first. And the dunk by Olynyk.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Paul passes to Biyombo. Back to Paul. Shoots over Olynyk. And the Spurs scoring again.
You just gotta appreciate Paul's shot selection. Knows exactly when he should fire.
You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
The offensive rebound, back to Vassell. Launches it. Passes to Sohan. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Brown.
He's got to keep the ball moving. That's just not a good shot with the D set up like it was.
And it goes down 2 points. for San Antonio. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Over to the left wing. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Champagnie. The good-looking shot from the wing. Champagnie's got his second basket of the game. Now Alvarado. Scoreless thus far. Inside. 2 on the clock. And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs lead by 4. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
16.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
In rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
They've got Jones, C.J. McCollum out there with Murray. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at center. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Pelicans trail by 4. Pass to Messi. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance it saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
Pelicans shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Williamson's checked in. Well, we've seen this a few times, Richard. Players getting booed at home. And that's got to be painful for a player.
You get taken back a little bit. For some players, it's deserved, but it's always a surprise. But you have to be self-aware. Did you deserve to get booed? In most cases, it's true.
So it's the Pelicans now, after the three-pointer from Keldon Johnson. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Richard, you talk about the fastest players in the league. De'Aaron Fox is in the running. And I say that literally.
Kevin, he is at his best when he is attacking the lane. He's a lefty that is a tremendous finisher, and his floater, arguably, might be the best in the game.
Free throw good, Fox. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
It's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Goodness. I mean, we feel those time dunks shake the floor.
Here's Wembanyama. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
And Barnes has got the ball here for the Spurs. Fox with it. Now defended by Williamson. A three from Barnes. And it's Williamson with the rebound. The Pelicans trail. Murray right side. Shoots from 12. And Barnes sends it back. Wembanyama down low. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Wembanyama has got 4 points now in the quarter. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Murray, the pass to Williamson. Murray looking around. And a wide open look for McCollum. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And Fox gets it to go.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
Pass to Nisi. Covered by Johnson. Out to the right wing. McCollum outside. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. And they recover it. Again, McCollum missing.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Pelicans trail by 5. Deep 2 from Murray. And again, no good by New Orleans. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Castle. Nails the baby hook. Castle's got the lead up to 7 now for San Antonio.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at them now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. Spurs on defense. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Sohan inside, working on Jones, and there it is for him. 58 seconds left here in the second. And there's the pass to Olynyk. Will it go? And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
For New Orleans, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Herbert Jones taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jones. Both good from the line that time. Spurs leading by 7 to the right side. To the middle. Olynyk with the steal. Down low. Defended by Sohan. They get it back. And then Jones with the jam. Spurs Spurs have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Here's Sohan. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Spurs lead by 7. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Olynyk, covered by Biyombo. Olynyk with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Sohan. No dice from 9 feet out.
How did he break that? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny. Hey, a pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. Checking out the Spurs. Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
They're in good shape thanks to the work they're doing on the glass. Their effort has been excellent. Numbers are too. And I don't see those numbers dropping. Doing the dirty work in the second half.
And Kenny, what did you see from New Orleans?
They didn't shoot the ball very well, and that's because they didn't have any flow on offense. I'd expect the coaching staff to make some adjustments in the locker room. They need to draw up some plays to get a good offense.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
On the court right now for the Spurs. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Sohan in at the 5 down low. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And boy, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
Hawkins checked in for C.J. McCollum. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
You know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. Over to the wing. Corner shot. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
He's gotten so good at finding the open man. Murray does it again.
Releases. And it's Sohan missing. Pelicans trailed by 5. To the paint. And it's Murray. That time on the assist by Hawkins.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film. You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Williamson double team. On the wing, Murray. Here's Messi. A rebound by the Spurs. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
Size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Victor Wembanyama is checked in for San Antonio.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team. That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
14 feet away, Zion Williamson grabs the miss. They grab their own miss. Nisi. Good defense by Wembanyama. Spurs leading by 5. Goes up to the stripe. That one, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Murray, good.
I like how Murray pushes the pace, pulling up for the shot right off the pass.
The 3 from Barnes. Vassell outside. This one for 3. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama's got his 3rd assist on the night. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the 3rd here.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
Pass to Castle. Wembanyama. Timeout. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Timeout for New Orleans.
Come on, Pelican fans, on your feet and get loud for your Pelicans dance team.
Olynyk, he's checked in for New Orleans. Herbert Jones comes in for Williamson. Pelicans trail by 7. Hawkins passes to Olynyk. Rebound San Antonio. Biyombo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
Good on the bucket.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Spurs leading by 7. McLaughlin, the pass to Champagnie, and it's blocked. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. New Orleans making some changes here. Bruce Brown is checked in for Trey Murphy. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Hawkins. For New Orleans, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the 3rd quarter.
Remaining in the 3rd. 2 minutes.
Alvarado passes to Murray. From downtown, and again, New Orleans with the triple.
Murray works extremely hard on his game and has put in a lot of time trying to become one of the more consistent players from long range.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Trailing by 4. And it's Brown missing. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. And then Biyombo with the dunk.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Here's Brown. Here he goes. And finished off by Brown.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Alvarado. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid D from Paul. And stolen by Murray. Here's Brown. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Over Olynyk. Knocked away. Paul for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. 26 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Right side, Jones. And the layup's good off the glass. Jones has got 6 points.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
We were getting a chance to see Johnson's athleticism. This man can really get up and throw it down.
And here is Murray. 10 points for him. Pass to Alvarado. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game. Ball fires from way out. It's good! He did it!
Third quarter with the score.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Yeah, that's 1 in 100 type shot. But hey, that is why you just throw it up there.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. It's San Antonio up by 4. And we're coming back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Jones and Williamson in at the forward position. Hawkins is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Hawkins. The Spurs shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Paul for 3. The Spurs rebound out to the right wing over Hawkins. The shot by Paul, no good. New Orleans has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. To tie it up. Messi, great positioning on the putback. And that ties it up.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one, get back in.
And the basket by Castle.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Williamson dishes to Jones. And Jones slams it in.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Pass to Messi. Takes it up with both hands and grips it down.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Out left to the wing. Sohan, the pass to Wembanyama. And it's blocked. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Messi's shot is good. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is getting steals, and that can be attributed to their tenacious style defensively. And not efficient in that first half, but they have really picked it up here. The shots that weren't falling earlier are finally finding the bottom of the net.
Sohan with the ball, working on Williamson. Passes it to Wembanyama to end the run. Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
It is going to be hard to get a hand to Wembanyama's shots on the inside. Great instincts and just too much length.
Outside, Jones. Changes up. Pass to Messi. Rebounded by the Spurs. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the basket by Castle.
Even in his rookie season, it's easy to see Castle's leadership.
And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. He takes it in, and he jams it with authority.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Assist goes to
great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Who wants a t-shirt?
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of them.
DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Jose Alvarado comes in for Hawkins. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, G.A.?
Guys, I was able to catch the message Willie Green gave to his team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Trey Murphy's checked in for the Pelicans. Spurs trail by 4. The pass to Branham. Here's McLaughlin. To the middle.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Fox passes to McLaughlin. Fires it up. And that one's good. Champagnie.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
Here's Murray. Misses the step-back jump shot. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Fox gets to Biyombo. Murray outside. And the Pelicans miss again.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Outside, Fox. Down low, here's Biyombo. And they're unable to get the time basket there. New Orleans in the lead. Here's Murray. Here's Messi. Murray outside. Here's Williamson. Missed it, even after all those chances. San Antonio again turning it over.
Oh no, that was a huge turnover. That cannot happen at this point in the game.
And the Pelicans making a change now. Brown's checked in. Wide open look here for Murray. Knocks down the trifecta.
It seems like Murray is always ready to make the high-effort play whenever his team needs it.
Outside, Fox for Murray. Here's Biyombo. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with the soft touch to match.
It drops.
Clutch. Murray loves having the spotlight on him.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Brown. So it's the Spurs now. Up again. Here's Fox. Good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And this is the trust that Fox's teammates have in him. What a shot right there.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
B.J. Boston.
19 seconds left in the fourth, and he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Becoming a more consistent offensive weapon, Murray finding ways to contribute.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Third team foul.
At the line for New Orleans.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. The second one is good. In both at the line, it's a 4-point ball game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
Off the inbound. Messi grabs the rebound. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Charles Maxey. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. And a deep three from Fox. No good on the quick three. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. See you later.
All the way back from season 1. Your top play of the year goes to Tracy McGrady.
The winner of seasons 1 through 3 was Tracy McGrady in the theater, launching for a 360 slam with their launch day build. An amazing play from the early days of NBA 2K25.
Thanks to every one of you for being a part of the NBA 2K and 2K TV community.
Let's do it again next year. We'll be back at NBA 2K26, joining all of you on the courts and looking for some more record-breaking competition.
And of course, more W's. We're not signing off just yet. Be sure to check back here June 27th for our 3rd annual 2K TV wrap party.
Always fun to be hanging out with the community.
Until then, congratulations to all of the 2K TV awards winners, and of course, enjoy the game.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. It's the Sacramento Kings and the East All-Stars. And it's the Kings to start out. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Ellis is out there with Levine, and it's DeRozan in at the 3. Now the East All-Stars with it. Brunson finds Mitchell. Lets the 3 fly. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Here's DeRozan. And the rejection by Tatum. Here's Towns. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
That's on Keegan Murray.
Team foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
For your East All-Stars, Anthony Towns.
The free throw drops for Towns.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction, a prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. It's a 5-point game.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. They get out in transition there.
Levine wide open. It's good from long range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And it's Towns missing. Here's Sacramento now. Inside. Here's DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
It was a flush. DeMar getting up.
To the inside, Towns, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Rosen dishes to Levine. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Levine's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Tatum. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And there's the frame being put to use by Tatum. He knows he's dangerous down low.
Ellis draws the double. DeRozan for 3. Rebound by the East All-Stars.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And that one's good. Towns.
And we just saw Cat at his best, pounding the paint, finishing near the rim.
Here's Ellis. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
Timeout's called, first of the game for Sacramento.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
The East making a switch. Mobley's checked in. Right side, DeRozan makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
And if you give him a sliver of daylight, DeMar DeRozan will eat your lunch from the mid-range.
And the basket is good.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Hits the 3-point bomb. DeRozan's got 7.
And DeRozan is selective when it comes to taking threes, but they're looking confident from the corner.
The Kings trail by 5. Mobley with the block. They recover it. It's good. Ellis has got his second basket. Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
And, boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, number 1. Everything else comes after that.
Brown is checked in for Tatum. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and Giannis gets it to go.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Levine. Right side Sabonis. To the middle. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by the East. Pass to Brown. To the paint. Here's Mitchell. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. He has 5.
And bursting through inside. So difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Shots good by Sabonis.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And it's Sabonis with the ball for Sacramento. Trailing by 5.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the East with some changes. Siakam is checked in for Antetokounmpo, and Cade Cunningham subbed in for Mitchell. And then for Sacramento, Valanciunas is checked in for Sabonis, and Monks subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. And here are the East All-Stars now. After the Kings pick up 2. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
Substitution on the court.
The Kings trail by 3. Here's Monk. Lays it up off the glass.
And he's an explosive guard who isn't afraid to test the defense. Heads up play there from Monk.
Brown's shot is good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Monk. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Here's Brunson. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Brunson working with a quick pace, just brushing the defense off.
Here's Sacramento now. It's a 5-point game. Monk attacking. Got that bucket in no time at all.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Now here's Brunson. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's LaRavia. Brunson covering. Here's Valanciunas. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Connects from 3-point range. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the East. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the East All-Stars?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
We've got Cade Cunningham. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Brunson in at the point. So that's who the East All-Star will start the second with.
Few better athletes in the league than Jaylen Brown, and he stays in attack mode.
Valanciunas inside. Towns on him. Without that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut back down to 6 after the bucket from Valanciunas.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And you have to account for Towns on the backboard. He is too big to miss.
Damian Lillard, he's checked in for the East. The East All-Stars shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. The Kings trail by 9. DeRozan passes to Levine. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Shot clock at 6.
And how about the confidence on display from Levine? Just daring the D to get physical with him.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Garland's checked in. Here's Lillard. Here's Giannis. The strength, the might, Giannis!
Nice find by Lillard. He deserves some recognition for that kind of passing.
On the wing, Ellis. And the shot goes down. Ellis has got 8.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Towns kicks to Brown. Good ball movement here by the East. Lillard misses.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time, and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Sabonis, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
DeRozan's shot is off. The East leading by 7. Brown outside. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one.
And the all-around game of Towns can score it, rebound it, as well as pass the ball. So skilled at his position. And that's the athleticism. When DeRozan takes off like that, he is looking to ring the bell.
And here are the East All-Stars. Towns for 3. Here's Giannis. Using his size, Giannis!
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Ellis outside. Driving the lane. Sabonis against Towns. Sabonis kicks to Ellis. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
A split-second late that almost came up with the steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
The East making a switch. Mitchell's checked in. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Karl-Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
They gotta be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
Mobley, he's checked in for the East. Kate Cunningham comes in for Antetokounmpo. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes play. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from DeRozan. Cunningham finds Garland. Lillard outside. From past the arc. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, keep thinking that he can't shoot it from there, and he'll prove you wrong. Lillard lofts one of those high-arching bombs.
Outside, Levine. Ellis with it. Garland picks him up.
Sacramento foul call.
Some changes for Sacramento. Valanciunas is checked in for Sabonis. And Monk's subbed in for Ellis.
Jonas Valanciunas.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell.
2 minutes remaining.
Monk grabs the board.
2 minutes.
The Kings trail by 10. There's the pass to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Powering that one down. Murray saw a chance to go for it and took it.
The drive by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now, here's Monk. On the wing, Murray. The quick look, no good that time.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Getting aggressive inside. DeRozan refuses to waste that opportunity. Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Well, one thing standing out right now is just how fearless everybody is in getting to the inside. They're taking advantage of any lane or angle they get to get after them.
Now, here's Monk. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Valanciunas fancy with the ball work down there to draw the foul.
Sacramento shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Valanciunas hits them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Valanciunas to score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Valanciunas, one of the bigger men in the league, and he loves to live in the paint.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position.
And so it's the East All-Stars in control with the night.
The Sacramento team, 45. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your youth squad.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the court right now for the Kings, the post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Zach LaVine is out there with Ellis. And it's Monk in at the 3, the small forward. Ellis with it. Outside, LaVine. Shoots the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Cunningham. The 19-footer is on the money. Cunningham's got his second bucket.
And the confidence growing from this young guard, Cunningham dropping in the jumper.
Monk, no one around him, buries it from 3-point range.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Wasted no time on that one. Mitchell's got 10 points.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now, here's Sabonis. He kicks it to Ellis. Brunson with some nice D. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the East. And it's time for an injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Jason Tatum. David.
Hey guys, the East All-Stars head athletic trainer gave me an update. I was just told that he did break some ribs, and as you can imagine, this is a very painful and annoying injury. Well, I'm told it's pretty bad news. He's definitely out for this game and probably a lot longer. Of course, you never want to hear that, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
Yeah, we always think about when players go down, how terrible a blow it can be for the team. We wish him well and hope he's on the floor quickly.
And you want more of this from Mitchell. Good to see him moving the ball like that.
Up top, Sabonis. One for three, and another three for Sacramento.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open three.
Antetokounmpo. That's a two-pointer. Here's Mitchell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Mitchell's energy level is really impressive. He's someone that doesn't give up on possessions.
Here's Levine. Count it. Good.
Zach LaVine.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. For three, Mitchell. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And some changes here for the East. Jaylen Brown comes in for Cunningham. And it's Garland in for Donovan Mitchell. And the Kings also making a change. DeRozan's checked in. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Inside. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Brunson. Now that's 17 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Levine deciding where to go with it. Count it.
Good touch on the interior. Levine really crafty at figuring out ways to create space down low.
Towns finds Brown. Back to Towns. Good ball movement here by the East. For three. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. The Kings trail by 10. Levine inside the three-point line. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The East All-Stars shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. And some changes here for the East. Siakam is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Tyler Hero in for Jalen Brunson.
One shot.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Yes, that goes in. Brown's got 8 points.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's LaRavia. Hasn't made one yet. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the third.
It's so hard to move a mountain, trust me. Major damage on the boards being done by Valanciunas.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Lillard comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Mobley in for Pascal Siakam. Lillard way outside. It's hauled in by the Kings. Passes it to Carter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists now in this one.
Head always on a swivel. Levine making things happen with his passing.
Now Carter, after Darius Garland missing on that last three-pointer. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Carter.
Now that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
and he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The East leading by 9. Down low, there's Garland. Banked in off the glass. Garland's got his first 2 points.
Well, Garland's able to work around the defense that time. Pretty agile from the small guard.
Carter with the bounce pass. Here's Valanciunas. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hero, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And the shot goes in.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
DeRozan for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the East All-Stars in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We come back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. You can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And Zoelis will bring it up for the Kings. They trail by 9 points. They've got Siakam, Jalen Brunson out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Brown in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. On the wing, Monk. He's covered by Brown. And then Monk with the dunk.
I tell you, Monk can fill it up in a hurry. Well, once he gets on fire, the D knows they're going to be in for a long night.
Now here's Towns, and it's good off the back rim and in. 19 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Monk against Mitchell. Rebound by Mitchell. The East leading by 7. To the middle. Here's Siakam. Rebound by the Kings. Sabonis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Ellis surveying the D. Out to DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. He hits it from 9.
DeMar DeRozan. And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
And how about the game from Towns? The combination of that height and shooting, probably unmatched in the NBA.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
And the Kings making a change here. Murray's checked in. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in with what the Kings head coach said to his team. He said to his guys, we need to push the pace more. Come on, guys, we're at our best when we're attacking in transition. Energy up now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Oh, and they made him work for it, but Siakam knows how to finish strong inside.
Lets it fly from 18. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from DeRozan. Goes up off the inbound. Misses off the left iron. Brunson's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. To the inside, Ellis. And they pick up 2.
Oh, that's a terrific dime from DeRozan. And this is why guys enjoy playing with him.
Here's Siakam. He doesn't hit that one. The Kings trail by 5. Here's Monk. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working. And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Second chance effort and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
And the first one drops. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Pascal Siakam. And Monk drops them both. And the East has possession. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. The Kings trail by 5. The 19-foot shot, good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
DeMar DeRozan.
DeRozan's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Giannis from outside. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
Antetokounmpo on the catch-and-shoot jumper. You like that kind of flow from him.
To the paint. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
The shot's good from Brunson.
And how about Brunson? Just fighting to get inside, fighting for the board, and then fighting for 2 more points.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Karl-Anthony Towns.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
Now here's Ellis inside. Here's DeRozan, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Eastern All-Stars ball.
Timeout called East All-Stars.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
The East leading by 6. And here's Brunson outside. It's hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's DeRozan. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining.
Mobley's got his 6th rebound on the night. Offensive rebound. Harlan finds Antetokounmpo. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And this is why you go to DeRozan. When they need a bucket, he's a guy that can go out and get it.
Now here's Brunson. The dish to Mitchell. The kick out to Mobley. Lock at 6. Here's Giannis. And another miss by the East. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Fires at the elbow. DeRozan's shot is off. The East leading by 4. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
Goes to Sacramento.
Zach Levine's checked in for Sacramento. Here's DeRozan. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Mitchell dishes to Garland. Mitchell passes to Garland. Murray against Mitchell. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
44 seconds left in the game. And that one's good. Clemson.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
How about the heart DeRozan plays with in the clutch? He's fully committed to getting his team whatever they need.
Second team.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Jaylen Brown's checked in for the East. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Timeout called by the Kings. They're behind by 7. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Substitution for World Eastern All-Stars. Pascal Siakam, Tyler Hero, Damian Lillard, Cade Cunningham.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. A wide open look here for DeRozan. Murray. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And starting to see what this kid is made of. Murray not shying away from the challenge so far.
And the East All-Stars call time here. They're up by 5. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
The drive to be great is something that Cade Cunningham quietly possesses, and he has all the tools to be a very special player.
It's DeRozan with the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
At the line for the Kings.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket. And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
DeRozan for 3. Offensive rebound. Fires from deep. Nails the triple.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
So it's the East All-Stars taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
Well, folks, that's gonna do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.